Hello and welcome. In today's video, I would like to talk about acceptance, allowance, and to let things go. And these are really important, I think. Let's start with a story. A few months back, me and my friend were talking about the meaning of life, how we supposed to be, how we supposed to live, and we came to the conclusion that we don't have to do anything, we don't have to be anything, we just have to be and allow life to happen with us. And I think this is a really strange concept. And of course, if we can, we should help others to share light, if you want to call it like that. So, and my friend told me, oh, there is this guy who does some retreats, and he's got like a book or many books, and also he's got like this astrological chart. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. So I went and looked him up and searched Facebook, and I found him, and his energy just hit me. It was like he had like this really clean, strong, calm energy. And so I paid for this astrological chart, and with the chart came a book. I'm gonna talk about that a bit later. So, and my friend told me that it doesn't matter if you don't know your exact date of birth down to the minutes, because what he does, um, he kind of scans you, and this is how he kind of does this anyway. So one day I experienced this, because what I experienced is that it was like 2 seconds, the whole thing. I seen like an astrological chart, like really quickly. It was like a second, and then I felt like something similar to light language in my root chakra, like somebody would take information out from me. But it was really fast and really deep information, and that was it. So basically it takes me longer to explain than the actual experience. And then I was like, okay, now this is now he's gonna do my chart. And yeah, sure enough, he done my chart. It was really interesting and really long. I'm not gonna give you the name, because I don't know. I suppose you could have it done in Hungarian, and then you could just Google translate it if you wanted to. So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna put the name in, and then you'll see. So basically, he doesn't really work with your astrological sign. He works with the stars alignments when you were born. So this was really interesting, for example, because I'm an Aquarius, yet he was the main star sign he was working with. It was, what is that? Capricorn. Capricorn. Very interesting. Anyway, so and then the book, yeah. So this thing came with a book. You could order a book, and the title of the book was I Don't Give a Shit, kind of. And this is how we can kind of go back to this topic. The original topic is so when I read the book, I was like, some things were like made lots of sense. I understood them. Some I didn't understand, or not quite understood at the beginning. But the main thing he tried to explain is that you have to let life flow. And he kind of explained it in, I would say, like in a harsh manner. So he's not sugarcoating, or he wasn't sugarcoating anything in this book. And then when I kind of managed to read it all and kind of translate it into my own language, you see, like the way I understand things, or you would understand things, then it made sense. And so that's why I want to talk about this. As I said, it's very important to be able to flow in life, and some people they don't really face up their challenges or their problems. So as I said, the topic is obviously acceptance, allowance, and let it go. So first we have to accept things, right? That we are in a maybe shitty situation. It can be anything really. And for some strange reason, when we kind of face up to this, we kind of go into allowance, but in a wrong way, because we kind of give up. We think, oh, this is shit, or so we have to just deal with it, or just, endure it forever. And it's not the case. The case is that we have to be able to come out of it somehow, and by not fighting against it, this is how we're gonna come out of it. And I'm gonna give you an example. It's a personal example and a short one in my life. So when I was in a hospital at one point in my life, quite often, and they were poking me and whatever, like every week I was in a hospital, and your mind is like, oh, you try to find the scenarios, you try to think ahead and everything, but I was just too tired at one point, and I was just like, okay, I just let it happen. Like, no matter what, I just let it happen. No matter what happens to me now, I just have to let it happen, because I just can't mentally and physically come out of it. It's just happening anyway. So what I'm trying to say here is that we have to learn not to fight against things. We have to learn how to flow with things. And here comes the affirmation. If you have like a base of affirmation, then most likely when you let things happen, because you kind of have like a more positive, healthy program in your mind, you're gonna be able to connect to that one. So, you're not gonna really go down in a really even more unpleasant way for yourself. But let's say, for example, if you hate your job, and all you do is you keep telling yourself that I love this job is great, I love working for these people, with these people, and you can't find some connection in your heart somewhere really deep, which you can resonate with, which you can take it or keep it as truth, then you're basically lying to yourself. So it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. The point of the affirmation is to give you least resistance. So you find some connection somewhere, something you can join, and gives you a bit of a peace. And so yeah, that's one thing. So how do we come out of this? We are not searching manically for, let's say, new jobs, or I don't know. You can search, but not overly, because think about it. Everything you are in now, it's because of you, your mind, your circumstances. It's all because how you perceive your reality and what your thoughts are. So, your mind is not gonna help you. Maybe you have to give up on it, and you have to flow a bit more to let it happen, even if it seems really unproductive. And I always keep telling you to be productive, to do things, to create something, but the creation is for your own, for you. It's like a toy, kind of, to make you happy. So when I say something like, you have to find the easiest way out of situations, it doesn't mean that you have to find the easiest way out, to take the easier route. It's not what I mean. The easiest for your heart, which makes your heart beat, makes you happy. That's what you need to find. That's what you have to search for. And so then, let's say you are in this situation, you thought about everything, you tried everything, you are still in it. So what can you do? Nothing. You just have to let it happen. Let it happen. Accept it. And that is the hard part. And when you do this, most likely you don't even want to do your affirmations, but you should still do your affirmations, because because you can still love yourself. You can always love yourself and appreciate yourself. And we need to learn not to always judge or put like a price tag next to everything we do. I know it's a bit rich because basically we do need money to live, unfortunately. But, try to do it for just for your own sake, just as like an entertainment or enjoyment, Not everything has like a material value in our life, but it's still a huge value. So this is what I've been practicing last year now, I would say, just before I came, because I read this book in August, I think, but I was already in this route. So every time when I'm overthinking something or really try to prepare myself, and it gets too much, I just let it be. Just let it be. I still keep myself busy, and still do things, but I'm not really looking for an outcome. I just do it because I want to do it, basically, and that's it. And sometimes the most interesting things come to your way because you let it happen, you let life happen. And this goes against everything we've been taught, because we've been taught to mm, to do things, to think ahead and everything. It doesn't mean you are not using your mind at all. It just means that you are not using your mind to come out of situations, in a sense, because you won't be able to sort your life only by thinking. It's the same with this book. So I read this book and I was like, okay, interesting. So you won't get information or you won't get experience, life experience from books. If you are open to it, open enough, you have an open mind, you might get like a different point of view. But you won't change because of a book. You're gonna change if you experience things. So try as many things as you want, and just do your whole purpose should be just to keep yourself happy and to learn to love yourself. If you forgot how to love yourself, that's the most important thing. And let's not try to prepare too ahead for like really horrible situations, because it won't work out. You can't. There is just so much you can think of, because you are thinking with your mind. It's your mind. You cannot really be objective about things. We are always subjective because we are thinking with our own head, you know. So this is a kind of difficult topic, and I think it's almost pointless to talk about it any longer or further. So what I'm going to do, I am gonna do a set of like kind of exercises, or if you wanna call them, to be in ease. So this is what we're gonna focus on: to be in ease. Life should be effortless, and we're gonna learn how to be a vagabond, a hippie. Okay, this is what we're gonna learn, and this is how we're gonna live. Not like, I don't mean I mean like your soul. We're gonna free our soul. That's gonna be our mission. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today, and I shall see you soon. Thank you again. Bye.